בעזרת השם, we're back here, the לימוד את בית הכנסת מאור יצחק בשעת המזלחת, ערב שבת קודש, Friday, before the holy Shabbos on Parashat Shabbat Vayigash. Today is the 3rd of the month of Tevet. Next week Friday, by the way, חבר'ה, is תענית 10 בטבת. The only Friday, the only תענית that we are allowed to do it Friday. We don't have ever any other תענית, not even Yom Kippur on Friday.
Well, next week we do.
Next week 10 בטבת is תענית. And B'ezrat Hashem will discuss the next week what was entail, why the only ta'anit we do on Friday.
Friday?
By the way, Friday.
Next one, I'm not here all week.
The only ta'anit that we do, by the way, Yom Kippur will never fall on that day. Tisha B'Av will never fall on Friday. No other ta'anit, except for this ta'anit, is allowed to be falling on Friday, and we must fast. And I'll tell you even more so. If that ta'anit falls on Shabbat, also you must fast.
Wow.
It's more important than Tisha B'Av. It's more important than any other day. It's just like Yom Kippur. Meaning, how would you do it? Shabbat, let's say, if it falls on Shabbat, you would have Friday night, you would eat, and then Shabbat morning, you would get up before Alot HaShachar.
Because it starts early in the morning?
It starts early in the morning till Tzedek Kochavim. So if we would fall on Shabbat, the rabbis, we have a system instituted that there is a way to make sure it doesn't fall on Shabbat, okay? That we add extra day in a month or earlier or whatever. We play that game a little bit. But technically speaking, if that fell on Shabbat, we would also fast on Shabbat. So much important. It's much more important than Tisha B'Av. The reason that is because that was the cause of all the first galut. You have to understand that people don't understand. Unfortunately, the Gemara says, Masechta Sotah, gentlemen, I lost you both.
I'm sorry because
Gemara in Sotah, Memtet Amud Aleph says, Memtet Amud Aleph says like this. משנכרה בית המקדש. It says over there that if the בית המקדש is destroyed, נתבטל רכב. Okay, if you technically speak, if you take a look at the pasuk, right? If you take a pasuk in what's his name? In the Torah. When the Torah talks about the armies attacking us, what does it say there? It's telling us v'rechev v'susim. Same word is used. Rechev v'susim. I don't understand. Who's attacking us? When you see an army, their rechev is attacking you and their susim.
הרכב זה המרכבה.
No? Okay, so that's what many people say. That's what you would say, right? You would think it's agalot. Rechev means agalot. Rechev is the right. Let me ask you a question. Which war that you see agala rechev? It would mean it like a cart. The worst you see, let's say, go into the Roman Emperor movies. What do they have? They have horses and a little cart in the back. The little cart in the back, nobody will ever call, what's that, a wagon. So what does Rechev mean? What does Rechev mean? And why the Torah says Rechev v'susim? If you want to say, what comes first? Let's say a Rechev meant a chariot, agala. Let's say it meant, what comes first to you? You're in battle. In those chariots where there were Romans and they were attacking, the horses in the front and then the chariot in the back. Mm-hmm. So how come the Torah says the other way around? Rechev v'susim? You were ready for a shock of your lifetime, gentlemen?
Okay, we listen.
The shock of your lifetime is, the Torah is talking about cars and susim. Cars come first.
Faster than
How do I know? And the Mabul, by the way, the destruction of the flooding of the earth destroyed. What did it destroy? In America, how many years is America free of war?
300 about?
About not real wars. We had a civil war, 1950s, and the rest. One time we had a pogrom by Japan, and that's it. Mostly, it's what? Relaxed. It's what? Relaxed, no wars. What happens in the last 160 years of peace in America? Prosperity. When you have prosperity, you have time to do many things. Including what? iPhone 16. iPhone 16, shoot up rockets that will go fly up to the firmament. There is no, I don't know what they said, there is no space, right? But you could shoot up rockets, make planes. Look at this. Look at the prosperity in 160 years what caused it. Let me now take you back to Adam Rishon till Noah, 1600 years of prosperity, no wars, No shortage of food, no spoilage. The food did not even spoil.
Wow.
One rain from Adam Arishon till Noah. The people did not know what rain is, B'chlal.
So 1660.
1600 years, no rain needed. There was prosperity in the world. Can you imagine what they created? Flying cars was a toys for kids. Toys kids was flying cars. Okay? Mabul wiped everything out. Now, 1 second. Mabul wiped everything out. What happened? Reset. The Torah is telling you something strange. You're going to war and you'll see rechev, you will see cars. Who says that? Look at Masechta Sotah. Memted Amud Aleph. Masechta Sotah says the same thing. Mishenichrav Beit HaMikdash. When the Beit HaMikdash was, the first Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, the cars were destroyed. Says that Tiferet Israel explains, and on this Mamar, Tiferet Israel, what Rechev means, it doesn't mean wagons. He says cars.
There was no cars at that time, Rabbi?
That's what you say. He said, explains the other day, Batel Rechev. Why? And he explains why. Because when the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, it was like Mabul. The whole world was Mishkabubul. Everything was destroyed in the world. Beit HaMikdash was the.
So you think there was cars back in those times?
Cars, nothing. Cars is nothing. Talking about flying cars, we're talking about the prosperity was out of this world. Look at all those structures. They're trying to figure out how they build everything. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If it's telling you right now, Tiferet Israel is telling you, the Gemara is telling you, Befirush, it means it means cars. What we have today, regular cars. And he's playing automobile, he says. It's not a wagon, because if a wagon travels before the horses travel before the wagons. So why am I afraid of the wagons before the horses? So it's telling you, no. And how do I know what I'm saying is 100% fact? The Pasuk says this in Navi. What was the superiority of Edom? There was an army called Edom. They were attacking the Jews and they were controlling the state of Israel. Okay, in the time of the first Beit HaMikdash still. Before. 1 second. When was that? Eliyahu Navi. No. During the Beit HaMikdash, there was fights. What was the superiority? They had 900. It says Rechem Barzel. Metal. The Torah tells you they had 900 tanks, superior tanks that we couldn't defeat. And HaShem came in and they wiped it out with a special miracle. All those things. Now you understand when the Chazal tell you if Asara B'Tevet falls on Shabbat, you fast. Why do you fast? Because there was destruction. It was a reset. It was exactly destruction like Dor Mabul. Except that no people stayed alive. We didn't kill the whole world. But it was a big major reset. Okay. According to some theories, there's a major resets every 300 years or 400 years, something like that. But whatever, that's what people are trying to do. But that was okay, anyway. So that was the cause. The Chachamim tell us that on Asara B'Tevet, Nebuchadnezzar decided to destroy Beit HaMikdash. And that's why we would fast on that day, even on Shabbat. And by the way, what day was that when Nebuchadnezzar decided it? Yom Tov. What date on the 10th of Niv? What date of the week was it? Shabbat. Nebuchadnezzar Samach Bavel Al Yerushalayim. What was the problem in Yerushalayim? The Chazal explained to us that on that time, that Kufa, they didn't keep Shabbat. Who is they? One Jew.
Wow.
One Jew didn't keep Shabbat. The whole nation was affected.
הרב,
Yes, sir.
זה כתב חרטומים ממצרים, מה אתה רואה בציור?
Yeah, tanks, look at that. Tanks, helicopters, everything.
יאכטה,
Yep. Yes.
מסוק,
Yeah.
הליקופטר.
Helicopter, you see there.
זה כתב חרטומים ממצרים.
Yeah. They had everything. Okay, let's go. This is just to prove what the Gemara is telling is the truth. That's what it is. Okay, anyway, Yom Tov. I saw the tank, I saw worship. Worship over there you see also.
לא וורשיפ, אתה רואה...
Yeah, come here, let me show you.
אתה רואה את ה...
Come here, you don't see worship?
צלב עם העיגול.
Let me show you, no, where is it? מה אתה, הנה, איפה לקחת, הנה זה. This is a worship.
כן, זה אני מדבר.
Here, look at this. People, look at that. There's a worship here, and there is a helicopter right there. Where's the helicopter? I don't see it anymore.
Next to the worship.
Yeah, right there in the middle. So you have in the middle a helicopter, you have a worship, you have a what's his name?
What's it?
Atomic bomb. What is that? What is that plane?
Happened, that's what will be.
Yom Tov. Yom
No
Tov.
new
Under the
under the
worship.
sun.
Yom Tov.
No
Under
new.
Yom Tov.
Cannot.
Under the worship is what we have today. The those planes that fly with the atom bombs. It's right there. I see it. Okay, Chevra, they had everything. And what is this? What is this? So this is the tzira. You see on the that thing on my right, next to my fingers. This is the tzira. You see that bird?
Okay.
That's not a bird. It's what's his name? It's a bee that was shooting arrows. That was the what's his name? In Egypt also it came out. And in the way when we came to Eretz Israel, that thing was shooting arrows. Bee, flying bee, killing people with the arrows. That was a whole big thing with that. Okay, anyway, let's go back to the parasha a little bit, and we'll say, we said yesterday, we promised we're going to mention what is Giviyah. So the Giviyah, that goblet, the silver goblet that the Sober of Binyamin stole, that Yosef made the whole accusation, V'od Giviyah Reshei Tevot Gimel Biyah. So there are, the Gimel means 3, and Biyah Shalosh Olamot Shehem Bet Yud Aleph. There are 3 worlds in this world. Yom Tov, what are they? Rashei Tevot, Bet stands for Bria, Olam Bria. Right? Then Yud stands for Olam Yetzirah. And then the Ayin stands for Olam Asiyah. Whatever that means, don't ask me, I'm not a Kabbalist. Okay, Keneged Machshava, and all of this is a correspondence to Machshava, a thought, Dibur, speech, Umaaseh, and deeds. שתקנו השבטים על ידי הגבייה מה שפגמו בזה בעוון מכירת יוסף. That was the whole thing, right? Yosef HaTzadik tell them this is the giviyah that you kiviyachol you stole, which is silver. We're luring them back to bringing them back. They didn't think why it's happening now because I don't know. Oh, this guy has it out for me. No. Anything happens to you, what are you supposed to do? Right away make a cheshbon, make a calculation. It's because I did some other avira, not because you're just a tool. The children of Yaakov, the 10 brothers of Yosef, they understood. Yosef is this Egyptian king is just a tool. He's just a tool. He's not here because what's his name? He's just a tool used by HaShem. Aye, but what is it using? He's using the silver goblet. Oh, he's using the silver goblet. What happened with silver? We sold Yosef for silver 22 years ago. Now that was the tikkun. So he says that in Giviyah, the word is that the 3 olamot, Bria, Yetzirah, and Asiyah, were mitukan by the children of Israel, were fixed at that time when they accepted on themselves that they did wrong. Remember, that silver is alluding to that silver. It has nothing to do with Yosef right now. This king right now because he hates Jews. Not even though it says earlier. What did it say last week? Remember what it says over there last week? And they were sitting separately, right? They were sitting separately, and the Egyptians were sitting separately. Why? It's disgusting thing for Egyptians to eat bread with a Jew. Right? So the brothers didn't say that, you know why Yosef is doing this to us? Because he's disgusted by us. They didn't say that. As soon as they saw, they made chashbon in a second. 22 years ago we sold Yosef for what? For silver. Now they want to put in jail Binyamin. They're stealing Binyamin from us for what? For silver. They made a chashbon and did tshuva. And says the rabbi, that was the completion. And that was the giviyah. This whole thing was caused. Baruch Hashem, Hashem should help us, guide us. Anytime we have tzarot, stop blaming others. It's not others. It's what Hashem is doing to us, and He's sending us a message. I'll give you a scenario. Last week, a person was suffering. They closed the shul for him, not to learn with children. Why did they do that? I tell you why. Very simple. Because the person is not so careful about learning Torah. If he was careful about learning Torah, nobody would have a chance to close the shul for him not to learn Torah. If a person is careful, I'm talking to myself, guys, those who understand. Should have a wonderful Shabbat. Enjoy. Those who bought Sarah dough, enjoy it. Those who didn't, enjoy it also. And Hashem should give you bracha v'atzlacha b'chol einim, b'chol ma'aseh yedechem, without any problems. All your employees should do a good job and work for you and make you lots and lots of money and good health. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.